Hello everyone and welcome to another Moments. I did promise I was going to make an addendum video to my last Paladin guide, and this is going to be it. The thing is, like I said, I'm not a very knowledgeable Paladin tank. So what happened was I said some stuff which I think, first of all, I'd like to apologize because some of the stuff I said might have been a bit too harsh, and it's just hard of me to control a bit of my I have a certain apathy for paladins, but I'm just very sorry about what happened on the other video. Now, getting right back on subject here, I opened up a forum post for all the videos I've been making to get feedback from the World of Warcraft community. And on this one I got some pretty valuable feedback from a few players, and I just like to give a few shoutouts for starters for the people that helped me. So I'm gonna start here with this guy called Schnaw. Thanks very much. The guy called Arand also tipped in, and this guy, big thank you to Mesa. He also tipped in and was one of the main reasons why I'm making this video. And why not big shout out to Uliati, who also participated in this thread. So anyways, those are the shout outs, and as you can see, I always like to use feedback. I check up on feedback for all my videos. So anyways, let me just get this right out there. So Seal of Righteousness, according to what they tell me on the topic, and they seem to be more experienced Paladin tankers than me, so I reckon they're probably right. Seal of Righteousness is a bit useless, which only makes me better for being a slacker and using Seal of Vengeance. So anyways, basically what they tell me is that there are very little reasons to step out of Seal of Vengeance. Most of the time you want to be in Seal of Vengeance, and if you want to swap it out for anything, you should swap it out for Seal of the Crusader. But anyways, back onto the spec. So if I'm never going to use Seal of Righteousness, Seals of the Pure kind of becomes a talent that is not that useful. Sure, it still increases the damage of your Seal of Vengeance, but according to what I'm told, you're better off going deeper into the Retribution Tree. Also, some Paladins I've seen, they like to take Divinity. I don't like it that much. Still, I believe it might be a useful talent, but whatever. Another thing that people told me was that Spiritual Attunement, you really only need one rank in this talent. I still have two, and the main reason for that is, like I said, I'm not an experienced Protection Paladin, so I still feel more comfortable by having two talents in here, but according to what I'm told, you only really need one. So that's basically your personal decision. Regarding the Retribution Tree, basically what happens here is, since I get to go deeper down into the Retribution tier, I want to go for some Conviction to grab some crit. And I really don't think that I feel the need to go for Seal of Command, but you can go for Seal of Command. Or, as Mesa is doing, you can go for Improved Might if your guild doesn't have that already. But basically I want to go for Pursuit of Justice. And why? Because faster movement speed is always useful for a tank. Always useful for a tank. Some tanks rather have what I actually currently have on my boots, which is 15 stamina minus speed increase. But I'm actually going to go with this talent, Pursuit of Justice, and I'm going to switch out the enchant on these boots for 22 stamina. So basically this was the major correction I wanted to make, so there's actually no need in going for Seal of Righteousness. Let me just see if I missed something here. Oh yeah, I also switched my glyphs because I was told that I should also... I thought that Paladins didn't really care about expertise that much. Turns out I was wrong, so I went for the Glyph of Seal of Vengeance as opposed to the Glyph of Judgment, which I had previously had. So that makes me currently using Glyph Seal of Vengeance, Glyph of Divine Plea, Glyph of Salvation. And for minor glyphs I'm using Kings because basically Kings is like the buff you're going to be doing most, so if you can cut your mana in half, it maybe lets you start a bit earlier, and whatever. Basically minor glyphs don't matter that much, like you probably all know. So that's it regarding glyphs. Basically, I wanted to speak about Divine Sacrifice. Mesa suggested correctly that basically what happens with Divine Sacrifice and the best way that you can use it as a personal cooldown for yourself is basically what you can do is you use Divine Sacrifice and you use a macro that would cancel the aura of Divine Sacrifice itself. Because what happens is once you have Divine Guardian, once you pop Divine Sacrifice, you're going to get two buffs. One, it's going to be called Divine Guardian, which basically reduces your damage and everyone else's damage by 20%. And the other one is Divine Sacrifice, which is going to reduce 30% of all damage taken by your party within 30 yards. So what's going to happen is you can do this and cancel the Divine Sacrifice buff, which basically means everyone around you, including yourself, takes 20% less damage without any of that damage being redirected to you. So I thought I would just make a macro heal here real quick for you guys. Which would basically be something like cast Divine Sacrifice / cancel aura Divine Sacrifice. So basically what's going to happen with this, I'm actually going to put this on top of Divine Intervention, because I rarely ever use Divine Intervention just in case of a wipe or whatever. You can save the healer with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. And this should hopefully work. Now what would be really useful would be if I would actually have someone in party to help me. Let's see if I can get Cameo here to help me. Group invite. Just testing out a macro. So let's see if this works. Oh, I have to be in range of him. Oh, this sucks. I gotta get myself into a party. Jump cut. Okay, so I made my way to my guildie here, and let's see if this macro works now. Okay, one click puts the buffs up, and one click cancels the buff you don't want. So basically you click this twice, and what happens is one of the clicks puts both the buffs up, which means you're going to be taking 30% of your raid damage, and the other one cancels that one buff and leaves the other one that everyone takes 20% less damage. So that's a neat little tip there. Also, if you missed the macro, I'm just going to zoom in on it here so that you guys can see it again. Cast Divine Sacrifice / cancel aura Divine Sacrifice. So basically what this does is basically gives you this without this. So that can be handy sometimes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm sorry for the other video being so let's just say not as well prepared as the others. So anyways, if you guys have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask. You know that I will reply to any comments. So catch you guys next time.